Hello everyone, this is Suresh from Azure ADB. Today our topic is how to read different types of JSON files. So we have files like single line JSON file, multi-line JSON file, and JSONL, and complex, or you can say nested single line JSON file and nested multi-line JSON files. So I have these types of JSON files, and we'll see how to read these kind of JSON files. So next information is whenever you read JSON file, it not guarantee that it will come in same order. Suppose if you say we have keys like source, description, input underscore timestamp, last underscore update underscore timestamp. So it is in this sequence, no? So after reading this file, there is no guarantee that it will come in same order. It may come first, last underscore update timestamp, then maybe country, then input, then description, then source. So that is the meaning of this. So first we'll look into different types of JSON files, how it looks, and we'll see one by one how to read in PySpark. So first one is single line JSON file. Okay, single line JSON file means, see, it started with flower bracket and ended with flower bracket. See, this means this whole thing is one record. So we can say one row. And see here, there is no square bracket starting and ending. Okay, so this only starting with flower brackets, and there is no even commas also. So this is called single line JSON. So we'll see how to read this single line JSON file. So first I uploaded in my DBFS folder all these JSON files. So first I will run this one to see our my list of loaded files. So we'll use first %fs ls, and you can write file store tables. So it will list down all the loaded files under these file store tables. Yeah, if you see here, see it lists down all the files which I uploaded. So in this, if you see JSON, see here one multi-line JSON is there. In this is my latest file, multi-line JSON 2. So similar way, you can find single line. See here, single line nested JSON, single line JSON. Okay, single line nested JSON. So like this, you can find whatever uploaded files here. And next, see why we are doing this. So to get the exact path of the single line. Suppose this is single line. So here I have this many files. This many times I uploaded. But what is the latest one? Latest is this one. Just double click on this and copy that, and you paste while reading this JSON file. So this we are using just %fs. This thing we are using just to copy our JSON path, our file path. So instead of reading with Spark read, first I want to display data. Okay, so for this, what I'm using %fs and head, and this is the path copied from here. Okay, if I try to run this, so what head method will do is it will display our JSON file. This is like just to check how it looks, our JSON file. So you see here how it looks. Similar way it looks here also. So that is head method. Head method is similar like in pandas we'll use head 5, 10 like that. So similar, same option here, %fs head. So first I displayed single line JSON. So next I will try to display multi-line JSON. If you see here, multiline JSON, see, multiline JSON means, see, earlier, single record in single row. See, now it is JSON format. Okay, and this we can consider as one record. Next, this one we can consider as one record. So this how looks multiline JSON. So similar way you can see here. See, in single line, we won't be having this square bracket at starting and ending. So whenever we'll see multi-line, we'll find this one. Next, we'll see a single line nested one. If you see here, single line nested JSON, see here, it looks similar like single line JSON, but why we are calling nested is, see up to here, single records. If you come to here, address, inside address, we have again records. Okay, so that means all these items are under address. So that means this is inside JSON, one more JSON. Okay, so that's why we are calling single line nested. Since it is single line, no? So not multi-line. So that's why we're calling as single line nested JSON. See? So similar way you're getting address. Okay. So next we'll see multi-line nested JSON. And if you see here multi-line nested JSON, see earlier we have single object. Okay, so here we have first three records, means this is first object, and inside that we have one more object. So that means object inside one more object means that is nested. So how data it is there? It is in multi-line format. So that's why we're calling multi-line nested JSON. See, so we are getting similar way, like how our JSON file is. So next, we'll try to see here, we'll see one method. Okay, so %fs head to display the data. Display means just to look into data, how it looks. So second method is by using spark.read.format, I'm using text. Instead of JSON, first I'm trying with text. We'll see how it looks if you use a text method. So I'm reading all the files at a time. See, this is first one is a single line. So here you can expand it. See, with one record, it is in single line. Okay, this is single line JSON. So second one is multi-line. And third one, this one is, if you expand this, see this is single line nested JSON. And this one is multi-line JSON. Okay, this is multi-line JSON. And the last one is, this is initially we saw, no, this one JSONL. So I forget to tell the difference between single line JSON and single L JSON. If you see single line JSON, see at the end we don't have comma. There is no comma. But if you see single L JSON, it started with square bracket and each record separated with comma. That is single JSON L JSON. So that is the difference between single line JSON and JSONL JSON. Okay, so now we saw two methods. One is %fs head method. Second one is spark.read in format. We are using text method. Now we'll see our third method by using spark.read with format JSON. So first we'll see how to read single line JSON file. So here we can write in three different ways. See here, spark.read format, JSON format, header true, inferSchema true, and load path. Okay, so this is one way. And second way is we can mention option single line or option multi-line false. Okay, so all these three methods will give same result. So you can use any of this method to read single line JSON file. Okay, so first, this is my path for single line JSON. So here I selected multi-line is false. If I try to display this, see, this is single line JSON. Okay, so total we have how many records? 7 records we have. If you see single line JSON, we have total 7 records and it's showing 7 rows. And parallelly, you can check data type also. See each column data type it is generating. Okay, so this is first I read, no? I read this JSON file. Next, so what I'm doing, I'm creating one temporary view. Okay, create or replace a temp view. This is my temporary view name using JSON options. In options, I'm giving path. This is the single line JSON path. So this method is using PySpark method. Okay, so this one is Spark SQL method. In Spark SQL, we can do like this. Okay, path we are giving here, single line JSON path. It will generate one temporary view. If I try to run this, and after running, I will try to display here by using select star from this view name. Okay, if I try to run this, table will generate. Okay, same table. So two methods. One is how to use PySpark code. Second one is how to use Spark SQL code. Second one is multi-line JSON file. So this is my file name, path, multi-line JSON path. And so first I'm trying with how we called with single line JSON, no? Similar way I'm calling here. So you will get error. So see if you see this one, since Spark 2.3, the queries from raw JSON or CSV files are disallowed. Okay, so it given all the message. Okay, it is a corrupted record. Okay, so what is the right way to read multi-line JSON is, so you enter here dot option multi-line as true. Okay, so now it will generate the table. See, if you see multi-line JSON, see we have total 7 records, no? So those 7 records it is generated, and you can see our data types also. So next, same way, this is with the Spark SQL code. So here, what is the difference is, in single line, we given JSON options, we given using JSON options, we given only path for single line JSON. But for multi JSON, we need to write code like this, multi-line root. So then only this multi-line JSON will create a temporary view and will create a table. Okay, so this difference you can observe in code. So next we'll see how to read Okay, so first we'll see how to write JSON data to Delta. So here I'm using write method and mode overwrite, and I'm saving in file store tables with this particular JSON name. Okay, so maybe I'll change this name. If I try to write this one, it's taking some time. Yeah. So where it will save, so we can go here, catalog, and you can go to DBFS. This is file store and tables. Under tables, what name I given? Multiline JSON 01. Okay, if you see here, if you see this file format is snappy.parquet. Okay, but we given .json. Okay, so since it is saving in Delta table default format is Parquet. Even though you give JSON format, it will save in Parquet format. Okay, so this is the default behavior, and normally we should not change other formats other than Parquet. So if at all you want to uh, check for knowledge purpose how to save as .json file. So you have to set this one, this function spark.databricks.delta.format check.enabled equal to false. If you run this and later if you try to run, okay, so this time I'm giving some different name. If you try to run this one, now format is JSON. Okay, now if you check in catalog, DBFS, file store, tables, and multiline JSON, 1, 2, 3. So if you see here, see now it is .json file. Okay, so you can change it like this, but while working with the delta tables, don't do this operation. Let it be default Parquet format. Okay. So next, JSONL file. So initial I told no difference. What is the difference between single line JSON and JSONL file? Okay. So this, so what we are doing, same method we are using, multi-line equal to true. So, okay, so we are generating all 7 records. Okay, so only thing is we have to mention this one, option multi-line equal to true. Next, how to read single line complex or nested JSON file. Okay, so since this is nested JSON file, so direct no inferSchema we cannot provide here. If you mention inferSchema, no, it will throw error. So we have to define our own schema. So if you see first one, this is single line, no? This is single line complex. If you see single line nested, see up to here, this is fine. So this is nested, no? So first we'll try to enter schema for this nested type. Okay. So address, country, user, location, zip code. Okay. So I'm using struct type and top of that struct field. So first one is country, user, location, zip code. Country, user, location, zip code, and their relevant data types I mentioned. String, all are string, and I mentioned false. Okay, so This is for first nested one. I defined data types for this nested one. And next, I am trying to define for this top level, first level. Source, description, input timestamp, last update, timestamp. So source, yeah, these things, respective data types, input underscore timestamp, no, this is number. Okay, and these two are number. So that's why I mentioned long type. Okay, and in final for address, no, for address, we already mentioned schema. So this schema I'm mentioning here. Okay, for address, see this is nested, no? For this address, I'm pulling this schema here. Okay, so I will just try to run this one. Next, while reading, this is single line JSON. No? So I selected option single line as true and schema instead of inferSchema. No, I am giving my own schema. Schema inside that my schema name. This is my final schema name. Okay, so if I try to run this, and I'm displaying only top 10 records. Okay, so see here. So up to here, single line and address, this is nested. No? So inside whatever columns are there, it displaying country, user, location, zip code. Okay, so it will generate like this. And you can see data types also. See up to here, string, string, long, long, and these are all respective data types. Since address is nested one, no? So whatever object it telling, no object. So that is this one struct. So the type is struct type. You can call it as struct or object type. So next, how to read multi-line complex JSON file. If you see multi-line nested JSON, see this thing same. Since columns and nested type means nested structure, everything same. So we can use it same schema. So whatever we created, no, this schema, same schema, we can use it here also. So only difference is instead of earlier I given single line, now I'm giving multi-line. Since this is multi-line nested JSON. And the schema is same schema and the path is this one, multi-line nested. If I try to run this, see you'll get the same result. Okay, so data types, everything will be same struct respect to data types. So these are all the different ways of loading different types of JSON files. And this one, yeah. So total, we saw total 3 methods. One is %fs head method, %fs head method, and by using spark text method, then spark.read.json method. Okay, that's all about this video. If you really like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.